Hey guys, Mellow Retro here. Welcome to part 7 of Final Fantasy VIII with graphic mods. Today we're going to be breaking out of jail, and after that we'll have the missile base mission. And of course right before that we'll have this nice little flashback in Wind Hill here. Very nice looking town. I imagine I won't be coming back to Wind Hill later on since we're getting a good look at it now. And notice you can see all these bullet holes in the wall here. That's foreshadowing or a parallel or whatever you want to call it with something we find out later on. Right there, how he tussles her hair, that's important too later on. I imagine we'll be doing a lot of editing in the prison break, because that's the part that gets very repetitive. And as you'd expect, like the sewers, there's not much to see in a prison. This is the first time we've met Rain, actually. Actually, come to think of it, there is a, there's Kairos. There is a nice little scene if you come back here later in the game. A little scene where you get a glimpse of Rain's ghost. You find out it's just an illusion, then you talk to the lady that lives here. So I may come back to Wind Hill briefly later on. Kairos, I got your card, man. Serving me really well. Now see, this part confuses me because Rain says that she nursed him back to health, and I'm pretty sure later on we hear that he was nursed back to health somewhere else, in Shumai Village, I think it was. I'm pretty sure they give us two different places that Laguna supposedly recovered. Alright, let's find out what everybody's been up to. I was actually a janitor once. It's actually not that bad of a job. At least mine wasn't. It's actually pretty neat the way they worked the theme song of the game into the actual story. It's kinda dangerous doing that, but they pulled it off really well. It's something that's really cool when it is pulled off well. This for me is kinda one of the more sad parts of the story. But at least Julia found someone. Even if she didn't get to be with Laguna like she wanted. That camera angle there is really good. The foreground action, the placement of it. Everything about that camera angle is perfect for what's going on. And there's before reshade. And after. Before. After. Notice everything just kinda has more of a warm glow to it. Really helps with a romantically themed game like this. Lighting is everything in anything, especially a game like this that's going for a romantic European sort of atmosphere. It looks like we're done here, so we're about to do some really, really hard work. Alright, we're on patrol. in a way, I feel like it really adds an artistic quality playing a game with hand-drawn backgrounds. It's almost like playing a game inside a painting. Like you're playing a game inside an art piece. And it's funny because I've got no encounters equipped, so we literally won't have to fight anything at all. I mean, I guess we could fight the old lady that runs the flower shop. She looks pretty scrappy. Yeah, this probably doesn't surprise you, but I've always been the sort of person what a lot of people consider dull and boring. I consider paradise, I consider it peaceful and tranquil. I would love to retire and live in a place like Windhill or Balam. Drain is really useful, actually. At the end of the game, I like to junction 100 drain to everyone's attack. That way you recover health every time you strike. Which is very, very deadly when you combine it with a speed and strength strategy, where you're just striking every other second. Yeah, I'm just trying to briefly show you some of the backgrounds in Windhill because it looks really nice. And again, this is probably the only time we'll explore it. But check out the hotel very quickly. Flower restaurant. I guess flowers are on the menu. Alright, let's move on. Think we're ready to get back to our, commander. Our little 3-foot commander. Oh, I'm sorry, Alone's the, assistant commander. I forgot. Yeah, I don't know that I would ever call Laguna a hot shot. Buffoon, maybe? Klutz? Jeez, so sensitive. By the way, I'm trying my best to, time these dialogue boxes right. I apologize if it's too long or too short. I'm a pretty fast reader, so it's always hard for me to gauge. Uh-oh. Yeah, if she's telling her the facts of life, which Alone seems kinda young for, don't think we want to be here. And see, that's actually clever, because those are the kinds of questions that kids will ask, without realizing that it's kind of a sensitive topic for a lot of adults. Although Rain doesn't seem uptight about it. Yeah, this part is great when you've got no encounters equipped. uh, and they're just like, yeah, great. Okay, I think we're, finally done with this flashback scene. Huh. Might be a prison. I would like to just float over Kisses like a spirit and whisper in her ear. It's the little girl. The one in the dream. She's behind it all. And he just now realized it. Yeah, again, we found out about that a lot earlier by reading the, Anarchist Monthly. When we were on the train in the Forest Owl's base in Timber. Yeah, so I'm guessing, Sorceress Idea healed him. That's something they never really explain. Yeah, I don't know how Cypher can call Squall pitiful when Cypher lost to Squall in 2 blows. It's the Sorceress that beat Squall, not Cypher. Yeah, you know, people don't talk about it, but when you get electrocuted and it goes through your entire body, it goes through your private parts too. That's one of the worst things about it. If it passes through all of you, it passes through your more sensitive areas. I've never been badly electrocuted myself, but can't imagine what it feels like to have your balls shocked. Yeah, I'd say coming in here alone was a huge mistake. I don't know much about how prisons work, but it seems like guards would hardly ever go anywhere alone. Yeah, see, we haven't found out yet what the true mission of Seed and Garden is. Squall doesn't actually know that that's the whole reason they were founded, was to defeat the sorceress. Yeah, I don't really understand what information they're looking for. I mean, shouldn't Sorceress Sadia already know? They basically just acknowledged what Seed is for, defeating the sorceress. And then right after that, they're asking what Seed is for. And this part here, I think, is the worst writing of the entire game. Oh boy. I mean, this part is truly cringe-worthy. And we're supposed to believe that the warden actually bought that. Wow. Yeah, Zill using his fist is actually a traditional kind of thing. I know at least all the way back to 6, there's, in 6 there's a monk who only uses his fists as a weapon. Which really makes more sense than Tifa and Zill, but whatever. Speaking of bad writing, I mean, has anyone anywhere ever written a good explanation for someone breaking out of jail in a movie or a video game? It's always something so cheesy and stupid like this that no idiot would ever fall for. A snake bit him. I mean, where the fuck would a snake come from? Okay, that's that. I'm ready to get the fuck out of here. To be honest, this is really my least favorite part of the game. Not just because you're stuck in jail, and that's boring, but right after that you've got the missile base, and right after that, Gardens and Chaos. Right after that you gotta fight Master Norg. It's just such a linear part of the game, where you go so long without having any free time or being able to roam around or anything. I guess a vast majority of the game is like that, but this part especially. Okay, now that I'm done re-equipping everyone, since the game just randomly removed all the equipment from 2 of my characters, something that happens a lot in this game and it's really fucking annoying. But anyway, we're moving on now. Alright, let's give Lieutenant Biggs a whipping. Yeah, Sophie's actually got a 100 death junction to her attack, so I doubt it would work against these guys. Yeah, Biggs has some really helpful spells, so I'm gonna take some... You know what, never mind. Let's just... God almighty. Yeah, later on you find out that, Laguna was trying to teach members how to talk. I think you find that out in, Shumai Village. Yeah, I don't see how a janitor would have access to that sort of thing. I mean, would a janitor really have the authority to, move the cell blocks around? Sounds like something you could really fuck up if you don't know what you're doing. I just now noticed the way Sophie ducks and actually crawls over to the wall. I bet they had to add a whole new animation just for that. Things like that can be so much more difficult than they seem. It's always the simple things that turn out to be complicated. Yeah, I don't think the fact that we're outside means that we've escaped. Oh yeah, Keistis can use that move as well. with her blue magic skill. I'm working on HP Junction for Squall. Something he needs desperately. Okay, let's get the fuck out of here. Yeah, I couldn't see my character at all, so I really had no idea if I was gonna live through that or not. I guess that's kind of the point behind that long pause. But yeah, we've also got graphic glitches because of the FMV mod. The characters move a lot faster than they're supposed to, so I don't know, I guess maybe I crossed it before the cutscene even started. But anyway, we're alive now, so that's good. Don't they have phones in this universe? And see, right here, the way Cell and Keistis and the others are just talking among themselves right now. I don't think I've ever even noticed that before. But that's a nice little touch of realism and detail. Huh, yeah. I've been thinking that for quite some time now. Actually is a decent plan. I think that's the only decent plan we've heard this entire game. Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can tack on the missile-based mission to the end of this video. I don't think it'll take very long. I could be wrong, the desert took a lot longer than I expected. So this might be a long-ass video, but let's just go ahead and get this over with. Sophie likes blowing things to smithereens. Alright, we're equipped now. Be able to avoid encounters, which made breaking out of jail a lot easier. I'm sure it'll make this a lot easier as well. Well, that's convenient. Yeah, if you walk by him, he'll actually say like, wow, your mothers must have raised you well, or something. He'll actually say something different if you walk by. There she goes with smithereens again. Alright, so the circuit room is way the hell back here. Which they don't tell you, of course. I can't stand it when video games just say, push one button repeatedly. That's not a minigame, that's not even a mechanic. Yeah, we can talk our way out of this one. Yeah, see here, if I try to play it cool, I'll end up having to help them restore the power. Fuck all that. I'm typically a person who likes to, you know, use the diplomatic, strategic approach, but this will actually go much faster. I mean, who really needs stealth anyway when you're strong enough to take on the entire base? Yeah, this video shouldn't take too much longer. I think we've got this in like one more fight. Not much we have to do in terms of solving puzzles either. By the way, that's not Sophie's panties that we're seeing there. That's actually like the inner lining of her dress. Took me a while to figure that out for the longest time. I thought we were getting panty shots from the mod or something, but no, it's just... that's the inside of her dress. Well, that was lucky. I didn't even know that was the right one. Yeah, we'll be fine with 10 minutes. Shouldn't take me long at all to beat that big mech thing that we're about to fight. And see, this pisses me off so bad. Because you can't actually go back and change it unless you do this and have this conversation. So like, if you're actually smart and actually try to stop the missiles before you leave, it doesn't work. You have to try to leave, then realize that's a terrible idea, then you have to go back. Yeah, I'm pretty sure all we can do is raise the error ratio. And then we'll have to upload the data. It won't allow us to change the actual target. We don't have authorization for that. Alright, let's get out of here. Yeah, we're gonna have to take this thing down pretty fast. Wondering if it'd be worth it to just attack one of my own characters and unlock their limit break. Yeah, I think Sophie casting magic is just gonna slow us down actually because of her animations, so I'll just have her on standby. Yeah, it looks like we'll be fine. That thing is going down really fast. And so did Zill. Alright. The game will seriously just let me move. Alright, we're kinda close, but we're fine. Ah, so now Selphie has Strength Junction finally. So I can turn her into an attacker. And Squall at long last has HP Junction. So he will get much better defensively. Now we run around hopelessly until this triggers. That's actually really neat, the way they put that in there. Because a lot of people probably would, choose the characters they don't care for this mission. So that's kind of a nice, almost fourth wall kind of moral dilemma. It's like the characters are actually saying, like, yeah, did you pick us because we're the crappy ones, because you don't care about us? Actually, this particular time, I picked Keistis and Renoa to go with me to Balam because I thought it would be interesting to see which one gets picked for the tour. There's one part coming up where someone asks you to give them a tour of the garden. And who asks you depends on your relationship with other characters, which can be affected by a number of things. There's actually a lot of unseen variables and math in this game that determines what kind of relationships you have with other characters, other main characters, and it can actually affect certain lines of dialogue. In fact, there's actually a mod for Final Fantasy X that shows you what kind of relationships you have with other characters. Well, they're dead now. Nah, they'll be alright. Don't worry, y'all. Okay, so we have finally made it back to Garden. Things are a bit crazy now, so we're gonna save right now in the video. And when we get back next video, we will deal with the Civil War within the Balam Garden. So yeah, I know it's been a long video. Probably kind of boring at parts, but I'm just glad we've gotten past that part. Things should start picking up here soon now. The pace of the game starts picking up soon. Discs 2, 3, and 4 go a good bit faster than Disc 1. So yeah. Thanks for watching, hanging out. Hope you guys had fun. Like and subscribe and all that if you can. And we'll see you next time.